Hello and thanks for watching. This video is to show people how to keep track of a student's digital portfolio. My suggestion is to set up a Google form. So if you're in Google Drive, you start that process by going to New. Under New, you go to More, and then over to Forms. Once you're there, you'll do all the basic setup with titles, and making questions is pretty straightforward. You type in what information you need from students, and you adjust to what kind of question it is. The basic setup for this one here is to ask student a name, what is the topic, and then a link to your current work of some kind. Ideally, you might have some type of rating scale to get feedback whether it was a struggle, what's their level of happiness, and perhaps a reflection piece where they can write a longer essay down there. We're going to take and we're going to send this link out to students or put it in our Google Classroom. We'll grab that link and we'll send that out. And you may or may not want to check this box. If you check it, then students must sign into their school district account before they can work on your form. I'm going to give you two scenarios. One is they would fill in the name information for their topic, and they would go to a Google site they've been creating. This one is kind of like an art portfolio, and there's lots of different units. The digestive system is the first unit. They would take this link right here, they would copy that, and they would bring that over to the portfolio survey, and they would fill that in there, and they would do the rest of the ratings and type the reflection piece and press submit. And as they move on to the next unit, the next piece, they would have a different page within their website, and they would send you the link to that. That way you're not going through their home page and then navigating through each student's web page and trying to find the latest stuff. Alternatively, Google Slides can be a very convenient way of creating a portfolio as well. What makes this work for our situation is that as they add more and more slides, you can see right up here that each slide has a unique link that takes you just to that slide. So no going to the beginning of the presentation, scrolling down, 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 and trying to figure out where's the most recent material. I take that, I'll give my information about that, and in my reflection piece, say, see slides 6 through 8. So you have to communicate to students what is it that you need to see from them, and how can they take you directly to it. And finally, what are we going to do with all that information once it comes in? We go from the question creation over to responses. What we love about this is we can look at the responses in summary. So there's my topics, and there's my links, and it creates a graph anytime there's numerical feedback. You can look at those bits of feedback individually, those submissions, and you can look through individual students and flip through those and scroll through those. I, however, like to see this as a spreadsheet. So I click this and I create a new spreadsheet, and all the information gets opened up. And when I'm on the spreadsheet, it's very convenient for me to go down the list and then click on the individual slides or the individual parts of the website that I need to see. It's also very convenient that it's time and date stamped, so we know whether a particular deadline has been met. And I can look at all of these and perhaps even color code those so that if someone rates something as a 1 or a 5, that color will stand out to me. I highlight the column that I want to color code, and typically it works best if it is numerical data, but it can work for any type of data. We come over here to the format, and we do conditional formatting. Once I'm there, I have to let it know that in column E, if that cell has the text or the number, such as 1, then I'm going to color that cell automatically a bright color. That's something I need to see right away. Otherwise, I can leave the other cells uncolored, or I can make them a rule for if the cell contains the number 3, then I want to make it the default color. And so now every time a new number shows up here, it would get color coded according to my scheme.